Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you're well. Right, we're back in Poppyfields and we're going to be continuing work on our modern cafe slash exhibit animal building. So thanks for all your lovely feedback so far. Nothing on this yet because I'm recording these way in advance. At the moment you guys are currently watching my progress on the red panda habitat, which is obviously gone very well, and everyone seems to be liking what I did with it, so that's all good. One suggestion that just came up, sorry I can't remember who suggested it, but it was said that maybe putting some bamboo as screening at the back here might help stop potentially people standing here watching. I don't know if that's a function of things like the bamboo, but I'm willing to give it a try. Because we've got, what have we got here? We've got one of these is a strip of bamboo, isn't it, like that? So yeah, I'm willing to give it a go. Like kind of bury it inside this hedge. Something like that. Well, look at that. Everyone left, so that's good. Let me have a look at this. When you go into it, does it tell you anything? It doesn't say that it's a screening plant, but maybe that is. Maybe that is its function. And it looks absolutely fine. I don't think they can climb it. No, that's all good. Although someone also mentioned that you can turn off climbability, if that's a word, if you go into these things. Oh yeah, look, climbing enabled. So I didn't realise that. So you can turn off them being able to climb on stuff, which would have affected a lot of things. So I'm glad someone's pointed it out. I'd never spotted that before, which is terrible. Oh look, we've got one of our talks happening here. That's fantastic. Lots of people interested. Anyway, let's crack on. So I had a little idea from what I wanted to do in these areas. So what I want to have a look at here, let's come into here. So I want to have a little seating area, but I want it to look quite smart. So I was thinking of doing some nice raised flower beds. So something like this at the end here, like this, right up into the wall. So I think what I need to do is just kind of start building and see what I can do. What have we got here? See, I like the look of that. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's get rid of that. I see this. Obviously, this is a flower bed, but what I'm thinking is I can use it like this to make it taller. Yeah, that's good. Probably 3 high, I think. Let's link these together. So they would go right against the wall. Something like that. What else does this need? I'm just wondering if it needs a little something at the end as well. Whether it needs a bigger planter. Something, I don't know, something like this. I think this may be a bit too big. Or I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, really, just sort of experimenting a little bit. I quite like that actually. And then I'm just wondering if I can just flip this round, whether I can then copy it over here without it. Yeah, that's nice because it just leaves a small bit of space like that people can walk through. I'm going to try, I can put these curbs down, which aren't in there. I think they're in facilities, aren't they? So yeah, I'll try these. I have no idea if they work. They don't seem to, but I'm willing to give it a go. So I'll do them like this, and then I'll if I group them together, and then I can sink them into the ground. I can put them kind of under there. Actually, I could just leave them under there. They can just be hidden, can't they? See if that works. Right, so let's get some plants in here. So I'm thinking potentially some sort of palms, if I can find anything that's small enough. So I quite like this kind of thing. If I can bury that in there, it's a bit over the top, but I quite like that because I want it to feel like this area is quite secluded. You know, so you're really walking through a little sort of jungle. I might be able to slip in something like this as well. Let's get the angle turned off. Let's just see, what does that look like? Yeah, that looks good. Right, let's get one of them over this end as well. I don't mind it looking relatively symmetrical. Doesn't have to be exactly. That looks good to me. Oh, look at that. That's a cool one, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything else that I can really use. How about ferns? So obviously I want something down in these bottom bits. Probably not. Yeah, actually that. Tell you what, I might as well add this to the group, I think. I should have done that with the others as well. So I quite like that, looking a little bit jungly down there. Oops, and then I can maybe chuck in one or two of these. Something like that. Get a couple of them in there. Let's think, do I need, what else have we got here? Hang on, let's look at bracken. I think there is a small, there we go, there's a nice little bracken there as well. And in fact I might just get one there just to change the colour of that foliage a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm just going to group these together as well, and that. Great, and then I'll do the same here. And then let's just add in a bit more over this side. Let's vary it up. Let's get some of this bracken in this side, if I can find the right sort. It's all a bit big, isn't it? I don't mind that. It's all it all kind of blends together and looks jungly. Get one of these in as well, and then again maybe one of these if I can slide this in the corner here. So quick, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to give a little shout out to my nephew Toby, who's been watching my videos and enjoying them apparently. So Toby, hi, if you're watching this, good to have you on board in our little Planet Zoo gang. Excellent. Right, that looks good to me. So, do you know what I might actually do? I'm just going to blend all of that together, because then I'm going to be sneaky, and I'm just going to bring it down here. I'm going to whip it round, and I'm going to use it down here as well. Something like that. Excellent. Right. Let's have a look at our benches. No picnic tables. So I want to use these nice modern ones. Yeah, let's just see how many of these I can. You can't. Yeah, you can't copy them sideways. You just have to put them down and hope you've got them in line. Which I haven't, but that's fine. I can maneuver that. Let's get as far that way as I can. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. And then I can do the same over on this side, hopefully. So again, roughly in line there. It's never going to be quite perfect. Lovely. Just a little seating area, and then you've got your education things here. Actually, I need to get these on. So let's stick something on each of these. I haven't done lighting in here yet either. I'll probably do a few picnic tables along this outside bit. So these are the slightly less exclusive ones, I guess. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? There's quite a lot of space here. Doesn't really make sense to not use the space. Right, let's come back to here and do the same. Okay, let's go like that, and like that. Lovely stuff. Right, let's come in here. Let's go to the bottom. I always start at the top, so let's go to the bottom of the list here. Excellent. Right. So we've still got a fair bit of blank wall going on here, which I don't like. So let's have a look at doing something on here. Do you know what I might just do? I might go, no, not there. Let's go back to our favourite stuff, which is this lovely wooden stuff here. See, it doesn't take much, just something like this. I just think it just looks so cool. And sometimes that's all you need on a blank bit of wall, and it just makes it look a little bit more interesting. See that? Yeah, I think that's all it needs. Just to break up the pattern of the wall a bit. I probably still need to do something out here, so I'll look at that in a minute. But again, I'm kind of going with the symmetry idea here, of using roughly the same stuff. Now the roof patterning is quite different, isn't it? Because this isn't quite the same layout as the other side. That's interesting, because I thought I'd built the building basically the same. But if you look here, this has got 2 beams on it, and where I did it over here, it was in the middle of a beam and then just touching those 2. So that's odd. What have I got here then? I've got a beam right on the outside of the wall there, and there is one there as well. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and then that's in that gap. And here you've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's just sideways a bit. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not perfectly symmetrical. I'm guessing it's maybe where I put the shops a little bit differently. Let's look. This shop here is right on the edge of where the banked roof stops, and that one is as well. I don't know. Hang on. Yeah, they're basically the same. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'm just curious. That's all. Just seems a bit odd, but there we go. I might come back and do something on here. I mean, I might do. Let's have a look at the signs. Actually, I might just see, because there's obviously there are some facility signs, aren't there? So for the Mexalet, for example. You know, I could do a little something. Yeah, it's not the best of Mexalet actually, is it? But like the Monsieur Fritz, you see, that's pretty cool. I might do something like that, and then do a Mexalet in the gap here, and then over here we've got hats. Oh no, that's massive. Hang on. There we go. I could have a hat's fantastic, and then what is this one? Gulpy Energy. Yeah, I like that. It's because I do love this wall. I don't want to hide it all. I think that looks good. And that will provide a bit of light, I think, as well at the night time. It's quite nice because we've got lights from the shops, we've got lights from the education bits and the exhibits. So lighting wise, we're not looking too bad in there really. I'll probably do something hanging here in this bit. I feel like I want to do one big hanging lantern maybe in there. Might look nice. I'll probably come back and do lighting at the end though. So let's have a look outside, shall we? Oh, by the way, I've decided what I'm doing over the back here. I'm going to do a big backstage area here with an entrance from the road. So I'll expand the road. I'll have a turning coming in. I'm going to do like a loading area back here with the trucks. Where, you know, the trucks can come in and offload materials into this building. So that's going to be a whole big sort of project in itself, really. But for now, let's focus on the front of the building. So we've got the water, and we've also got this edge. Now, what do I want the bottom of this building to look like? Let's have a look at our materials. I'm probably going to go with a stone. So what do we got? We've got breeze blocks, bricks, concrete. No, the 3D panels, no. We've got the drywall, which, as you know, I love. And we've got the rustic stone, which, again, you know how I feel about this stone. We've got limestone, painted brick, plaster. What does the painted brick look like? And I assume that can be made any colour. Yeah, it's not the nicest, is it? We've got the sandstone, which actually is a very nice thing. It's a shame I can't colour that. That is a real shame, because that's a really nice pattern if you could make that a different colour, because it's not really the right colour, I don't think, for this. You've got stone brick. What does that look like? Is that colourable? No. It's quite. That's quite a nice pattern actually. Is that the same? Is that the same pattern? Is that what they've done? They've made a whole different. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's quite the same, is it? Very similar though. Okay, we've got the temple, which does look cool, but I don't think that's quite right for this either. Twilight masonry work, or mason work. That can be coloured, although it's quite a nice colour as it is. Do you know what? I might try this one. So I want it kind of right out on this edge. Oh, it needs to be that way round, I think. Let's go with this and see what we think. So this is basically just going to go all the way along here to make our building look nice and solid. I'll worry about that when I get around to doing that backstage bit. Oops. Get a bit click happy. Lovely stuff. Right, all the way along here. And again, I'll worry about that when I come to it. Okay, that's nice. That's a nice solid sort of foundation for that. Cool, so let's leave that. Let's have a look at the water. So the water, I'm thinking I want to do limestone, I think. And I want non-grid, because I'm thinking what I want to do is an angle. Just a bit of an angle like that. So what I'm thinking is basically that with a bit of this at the top. Let's try and line this up. Let's go to there. Right, we'll get that together. And then this will go, again, I think just the full length. There we go. Let's keep going all the way to the end, hopefully. Let's get rid of the end. Lovely stuff. And then I will copy that whole thing around and over to the other side. Now that's an issue there. Okay, tell you what, let's do it slightly differently on this side. So let's copy and paste, but then let's get rid of that. So we've just got the angled bit. We'll take that around and we'll get that into position, I think, something like that. And then what we'll do here is we'll just make this thinner. So we'll just use this way. And then this can just go all the way along the top. So this is meant to make it look nice and formal. You know, it's not trying to look natural, it's very obviously an artificial bit of water. That's the idea here. And then I think the ends will be flat, because I think that's realistically the best way of doing it. So let's do, yeah, let's just make it really, let's bring it in kind of thing, like that. Okay, I think that looks good to me. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. And we can go across, and we can go up. Right, and then I'll quickly copy that and bring it to this end. That's fine, I can just take that back a little bit, I think, like that. Actually no, it's fine, I'll just take it and line it up there. And again, I can worry about filling in the gaps later on. Okay, so there's the sides of our little water bit, and then I'll do a base as well, which will be again a nice bit of a limestone floor. And I was going to colour the water, I think, as well, to try and make it look extra artificial. I think that'll work really nicely. Lovely. Right, now how can I highlight the water? It's so hard when you've got an item there. Yeah, it's not going to let me, is it? Oh, there we go. Water. Good. Actually, that is kind of as blue as it gets. Yeah, I don't want it like that. Customize. So do I want it less transparent? I kind of like that. Actually, because it really makes it look artificial then, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that looks good. But what do I want in it? That's the question. I think a couple of fountains would look nice. Oh look, we've got an educator educating people outside the cafe. That's interesting. I'm just going to look at this bridge first, because there are some nice stone bridge pieces, aren't there, like this. No, this is the bit. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Yes, yes. Obviously, that's. I mean, that'd be perfect if I'd made it that width, but I haven't. Maybe I should. Should I try this? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do a save. Because this could go hideously wrong and I'll regret it. I'm going to pause the game so I'm not upsetting anyone. Okay, and then I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to come back in. So I think it can only be a 4-meter path. I think it, hang on. I think I need to try and do it kind of here and then into that. Okay. No, let's go. Let's go like that. Then let's just come into here and let's bring that right down just so I can finish off those steps. Let's go flat. Great, and then I can just delete that off and continue it down there. Excellent. Okay, I might just see if I can kind of branch this a bit here like this, kind of widen it out like that, and then I can just cover that hole with something. Right, let's see if this works. Actually, so this now needs to just maneuver a little bit, I think. And obviously I'll just smarten this up with the stones. Right, I'm going to go with this because I think I can make this work. I hope I can. Right, so let's do this with the stones to make these bits look sort of capped off like that. Right, and then let's go back to these pieces and hope that I've actually made this look right. So it needs to be to there. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is a piece of art. It's a great piece, but it's very hard to use this because it's not really relevant in a lot of places, I guess. Now, how close to the doors do I want that to look? Yeah, let's go with that. Actually, it probably kind of needs to be dictated by how far this way it is, because it can only really go to there. Yeah, and then you've got a bit of an overlap going on. Okay, well that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll bring this one. Ah, no, hang on. I need to go like that, and then I think, yeah, so I kind of need to overlap both ways like that. And then let's link them together, and then the whole thing. So I need it in line here, I think. Or do I? I'll tell you what, because there is that other piece. Let's just look, because there is a downwards one as well. So I wonder if you do the downwards one. So I wonder if the pathway actually lines up with that, it will look great. Right, let's experiment a bit more with this. So yeah, if I can do that and then bring that down. No, that doesn't quite fit. But actually, yes, because then I can do that, can't I? That's the idea. Yes, you get this. Yeah, it's typical. It doesn't actually line up that well at all, but I think I can make it work. Bring that one over. Did I actually line them up? I don't think I have. Okay, hang on, let's just check. Yeah. Inevitably, you're going to end up with some people having their legs cut off, I think, but that's fine. And then this comes back, and we just got a bit more of a gap there with the doors, but that looks absolutely fine. Right, and then back to here. So we'll get rid of that. Okay, so yeah, so the pathway isn't quite perfect because it's still a bit of a slope at the bottom here, but that's fine. We'll work with that. So we'll do it that way, and then I'll do a little. There we go. I'll do a little fork like that, and then we'll have a little flower bed here, and we'll have some flower beds down the side. And there we go. There's our entrance to our lovely building. That's starting to look really nice. I'll do some trees in here, I think, actually. I think that will look nice. And then I'll do some sort of bushes over here. More trees. Yeah. Cool. Okay. That's looking good. Obviously, I'll figure out what I'm doing here as well. But yeah, that's starting to look not finished, obviously, but certainly the interior is getting there. Oh yes, I was going to put some picnic tables in. So I'll do that next episode. I'll put some more tables along here, and I'll do a big chandelier that can hang down right in this corner here. And then we'll decorate out the front here, maybe some fountains in here, and just sort of get this whole area finished off. The pathway, I think, will just continue probably. I'll probably bring it in because I don't want the zoo going right over into the corner here. I want it to sort of curve around, I think. But yeah, that's looking good. So thank you for joining me. Let me know, what do you think of my modern building? I think it's coming together really nicely at the moment. But yes, please do let me know what you think. And if you've got anything else you want to say, please let me know in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed the episode and you want to support the channel, please do hit the like button because that really helps me out with the algorithms. And join me again in the next episode. Until then, take care of yourselves and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.